Hi, so I am doing the Mommy 2.0 tag, and again, with this one, I still haven't figured out who the creator of this tag is. If I do, I'll put it in the description box below, along with all the questions. Will be in the description box below. There's 20 more questions, and let's get started. Question number 1: How many children do you have, and how old are they? I have 3 children. I have a 5-year-old little boy, a 2-year-old little boy, and a 5-month-old little girl. What is your proudest moment as a mom? I'm gonna have to say it made me really proud of Andrew when we brought Patrick home, and he's just been a great big brother to Patrick. And my proudest moment with Patrick is when we brought Katie in, and he is just a great big brother to Caitlin. And my proudest moment for Katie is she's 5 months old and she's still breastfeeding, which is a humongous accomplishment for her and for us. Number 3: What is your most frustrating moment as a mom? I would have to say the constant going ons. There's always something going on. There's always someone running and yelling and screaming, and it just doesn't seem like there's that much time to just sit down quietly. I mean, when the kids go to bed, but they typically have this tag team thing going where somebody stays up while the other two sleep. Because that's great. How do you discipline your children? It really varies. It has varied and it has changed so much since we brought home our first child. Right now we are trying to discuss a little bit more, and I think the basic discipline is the kids can lose the computer, or they can lose the TV, or they can lose the privilege to play in the front room because those are our items. But they don't get toys taken away because that's their property, and we're trying to teach them about that. And so obviously you can't turn around and take away their property it's not something that we would let happen to us. So discipline is such a fine line to walk. So it's a very difficult thing. Number 4. Oh wait, that was number 4. Number 5: Cursing. Do you do it in front of your child? More than we'd like. Sometimes things slip out, but we're working on that. And so yeah. 6: Do you think your relationship with your spouse has changed since you had children? For the better or for the worse? I definitely think our relationship has changed. Probably not since we were married, just because we were married and then Andrew came right away. So there really was no time to get in a set groove of this is Kevin and Sarah. It was Kevin, Sarah, and then Andrew immediately afterwards. So I do think it's changed, and I do think it's changed for the better. We're a team now. It's not just me doing my thing and him doing his thing. It's us doing our thing together for our family. So it's definitely different. I do think that it would be nice sometimes to have more one-on-one time, but with 3 small children, it just doesn't happen as often as we'd like, I'm sure. Number 7: Since becoming a mom, do you notice you act more like your own mother? Absolutely not. My mother was completely hands-off, to the point of, when I was 3, my mother basically had no hand in raising me from when I was 3 till that's it. She only vaguely helped the first 3 years, so I am definitely a lot more hands-on with my kids. Number 8: How are your relationships with your girlfriends? Non-existent. When we had Andrew, none of my girlfriends were really at that point where they were ready to have children. So because we were having kids and they weren't, you kind of just grow apart. You're in different stages of your life. And now they're starting to have kids, and we have a nice little pack going already. So it's just different places still. We're not in that brand new. Well, I mean, we do have a 5-month-old, so we kind of are still in that. But things are very busy. The more kids you add, the more busy it gets. 9. Your favorite place to take your children. Um, they like going to the park and the library. And occasionally we take them out to eat, like at Chevy's or Red Robin, which is always quite fun. Um, so yeah. 10. Your least favorite place to take your child. I do not particularly care taking them up to restaurants just because it costs so much. Half of the time they don't eat what they order because they've changed their mind in the 20 minutes that it takes for their order to get there. They get bored in that time frame, and then they're wanting to get up and run around, and generally being a little bit disruptive to other customers, and so it just gets really hard going out to eat. I mean, we definitely don't go out to eat as much now with the 3 kids as we did with the 2 kids, and as much as we did with 1 kid, and as much as we did before we even had children. So definitely don't like taking them out to eat. Number 11, piercing baby's ears. Do or don't? Don't. If our daughter decides she wants to have her ears pierced, then it should be her decision, not a decision that was forced upon her. I had my ears pierced when I was 6 months, so clearly I had no say in whether I was going to get my ears pierced or not. I mean, I did get my ears pierced again when I was 17 and again when I was 21, but, I mean, those 2 times were my choice. So we are definitely waiting and letting Caitlin decide when she wants to have her ears pierced, if she wants to have them. She may decide that she never wants to have them, and if that's the case, then that's great. 12, favorite skincare for you and for the children. For me, I like Noxzema. For the kids, we use, sorry, it got dark. We use Up and Up from Target, or sometimes California Baby, and Baby Magic. Sometimes, very rarely, Johnson & Johnson, just because of all the controversy with them. I'm just not sure. Must have mommy makeup item. I don't know. I guess the thing that I wear the most would probably be like chapstick. Is that a makeup item? I don't really do my makeup. 14, bath or shower for you and or children. I like showers. The kids like bubble baths. 15, are you back to pre-baby weight? Yes. I was back to pre-baby weight with all of the kids within like 2 weeks. 16, college dreams. Do you expect your kids to go to college, or would you let them decide for themselves? They can go if they want. I'm not going to push it, but I don't necessarily see a humongous point in it. So, I mean, if that's the path they want to go, then fine. I mean, but I'm not going to be upset if they decide they don't want to go to college, just because there are a lot of people out there with college degrees that can't get a job now. So I don't think that having a degree is necessarily going to make them uber super employable. 17. What is one show that your child or children love but you secretly hate? Okay, so Andrew loves, the Uncle Grandpa. Oh my gosh, I hate that show. He likes it a lot. And Patrick loves Dora the Explorer, and I detest that show. I hate it. I always try and change it. And Andrew knows that I do not like Dora because he'll be like, oh, Paw Patrol's over. It's almost time for Dora. So he's like giving me the heads up to change the channel, because if it starts, if that music starts, Patrick's like, because we don't watch it that often. Every once in a while when let it slip. But for the most part, we try and turn the TV off when Dora comes because I just don't like her. 18 cloth diapers, yay or nay? A humongous yay in this household. We've been cloth diapering for 2 years. 19, finish the sentence. You know you're a mom when. You know you're a mom when. I don't know. I don't know how to finish that sentence because there's so many ways to finish it. When you don't mind getting puked or pooped on. When you don't have more than a minute's time to yourself. When you can hardly get in to go to the bathroom by yourself. When you have little shadows following you around everywhere you go. When you get lots of hugs and kisses. I mean, there are so many different things. So, when you have a baby. It's a very good one. So yeah. And question number 20. Have you done the first mommy tag? Yes, I did it yesterday. So you can look back for that. Again, I will, if I find out who is the creator of this tag, I will put their information in the description box below, along with all of these questions, so you can do the tag yourself. If you go ahead and do it, let me know. I'd love to check it out. So have a great night, and I will be back for Veda Day 5.